how to know that a divorce or the end of a relationship breakup is not the end of your life, but actually a new beginning. Hello, I'm Sara Gibbons. I have a doctorate in client transformation and I'm a divorce recovery specialist, and I can help you move on from your divorce or relationship breakup faster. Today I'm going to give you a quick tip on the importance of knowing that it's not the end of the world, it's not the end of your life when your relationship breaks up, when you're going through a divorce, but it's actually an exciting new beginning. One of the very common questions that people ask when they're in the first throes, or not necessarily the first throes, but in that shock place still of finding out that their relationship is ending, is they say, it's so painful, is there hope? Is there light at the end of the tunnel? Will I ever recover from the pain and everything that's happening? I mean, I could give lots of examples, but you know what I mean. Will I ever recover from this awful, awful situation? And what I would say is, if you can change that around and allow yourself to get excited about the possibilities that this is a new chapter in your life, even a new story for your life, then that is going to make a huge difference. It's about changing that around. It's not about denying that things aren't comfortable, that there are difficult things happening, very painful things happening, but also recognizing that the flip side of that coin is there's a whole new opportunity, the choices opening up for you. I have lost count of the number of people who've said to me, coming through and out of a divorce or breakup, my life is even better than it was before. I feel free, I know myself, all sorts of things like that. So I was thinking, well, what we want to know is, what's the common denominator amongst all those people that come through and say my life is better than it was before, even though at the time I thought it was the worst thing that could possibly happen. And I've come up with a few tips that you might want to hang on to those days when it seems desperate, and know that you will come out the other side. These are people who were prepared to review their life honestly and see their own part in it. We've talked before in other tips about how you can't change another, but what you can do is change yourself. So when you grasp that and prepared to look and say, well, what is it? Well, what was my part in it? Now, this isn't to blame or to make you feel bad about yourself. It's just to look at the facts, really. And there's all sorts of reasons. And we go into that in other courses and in the book as well, actually, which I'll tell you about in a bit. But when people are prepared to look at their life honestly, see their own part in it, they're also people who are likely, therefore, to move on and take responsibility for themselves and for their choices. Now, the other thing is, when you've been in a couple for a long time, there's likely to be some sort of division of labour, of tasks and things. And when you're back on your own and have to take responsibility for your whole life, really that's what we're meant to be doing all the time anyway, but that can be a bit of a shock. So there's a bit of a change needs to happen there, quite likely, and say, well, this is my life, my choices, and it's not that I don't love other people and have other people in my life, but my priority is responsibility for myself. That's another common denominator. And the process of that means that they're opening up, people are opening themselves up to new possibilities and to new choices. When you don't do that, then your choices are much more limited, and you can only stay in that stuck place where everything seems dreadful. So people who say that their life is better now than it was before are people who are prepared to take the action to build that new life for themselves, rather than recreate a previous situation, rather than repeating history. When you do that, then not only are you ending the pain, but you're actually moving into a place where you want to be, into something much better. So that's all about knowing that this is absolutely not the end of your life, your story. This is actually a new beginning, and you can get excited about it because it has wonderful opportunities. If you found this helpful and would like more information about how to get over your divorce faster, then please go along to my website, drsaragibbons.com, and grab my free course, How to Get Over Your Divorce Faster. You can also have a look for my book on Amazon, and there's a link on the website, Rise Again After Divorce, available ebook, paperback and audio. And if you'd like some one-to-one support, then you can book or schedule an individual support call with me. Remember to drop your comments below and I'll get right back to you. And don't forget to subscribe, like and follow for even more tips on how to get over your divorce faster and more comfortably.